Good morning. Waking Up California with Diego Martinez, candidate for Congress here in District 13. This is our first time going live in our new Diego Martinez for Congress page on Facebook. So if you guys are on Facebook, I want to promote that page because I need more people to go and join my Diego Martinez for Congress Facebook page. It just came up. Facebook wouldn't let us change our name. We're still going live on Diego Martinez for Governor. We're still going live on Instagram. We're going live on YouTube and all the social media. I just want to promote our big page right now, Diego Martinez for Congress. Please go and like and share my page. I need a lot more viewers. I need people getting more involved in that page. Even though we have over 100,000 followers between our platforms, we're on LinkedIn. We got over 60,000 on LinkedIn. We have 5 or 6 Facebook pages that are all maxing out other than the one for Congress right now. So if you have 4 at 5,000 each, there's another 20,000 people, plus all the other social media. We have Instagram, which we're a little weak on right now. We only have 3,000 followers on Instagram. We need to get my Instagram account going a little higher. So I'm going to ask everybody to help me and promote my pages and get more of your friends on here so that we can get our message and the information out a little bit more clearer every week. We're going to try to keep going on all these pages every week right now and see how it works. Diego Martinez for Governor page will come down eventually, but we have a lot of followers on there. Please look underneath here. There is a donation link. We are running for Congress, District 13. We need your help. We need donations. $5, $10, $100, whatever you can give. Please donate. Hit the link at the bottom of these programs, and please donate. Anything that you can give will help. We ordered yard signs. They will be here next Wednesday. So Thursday, we're going to be out. After our show next week, we're going to go and hand out and start looking at people and start putting out our signs everywhere. We're a little bit behind the 8 ball on signs, but they will be here next week. So if anybody wants a yard sign, start leaving your comments. Give us a way to get a hold of you, so that we can actually go ahead and meet you at your house. We're actually going to drive out there. We're going to help you put them out. We want to flood the Central Valley with our signs. We got 500 signs on their way. So there's where your donations went. Anybody who has donated to my campaign, we have bought the signs. We have bumper stickers coming, and we were happily giving those out to anybody who would like to help us and show support in your place, whether you want a bumper sticker or whether you want a yard sign or whether you want a big banner. We have them. They'll be here next Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be out there handing them out. Saturday, I want to invite everybody to the Almond Festival and come join me. I'm going to be at the Almond Festival from 10 in the morning to 2. There's a booth. Come look for me in the Veterans booth. I'm going to be there. Come meet me in person. Come ask me all your questions. There's nothing better than getting a live audience to ask you the real questions at the real time. Because guess what? That's where you get your real answers from a candidate when you meet them in person. So I want to invite everybody out to the Almond Festival in Ripon. This Saturday morning, I'm going to be there from 10 to 2. Come see me. Come ask me any questions that you have. Tonight, we're going to be with the Merced County GOP or Central Committee. We could really use their endorsement to help us move forward. We already have Stanislaus County's endorsement. We have also been working tirelessly the last couple of weeks on talking to everybody, every Republican, and we have a list that we're going down that have endorsed a Democratic candidate who's running in this district, which makes my job a little harder because instead of being out and campaigning all the time on where we need to be, we're actually now trying to fix a problem that happened before we got in the race and trying to get endorsements off this guy and get him back into the Republican Party where the endorsement should be. It's tough to do, but we're doing it. We're going to be in Los Baños next week. So if you guys are in the Los Baños area, look for it. I will announce it before we're there. Come out and say hello. Probably won't be till Thursday because I want to be able to give yard signs when I'm there. I want to be able to meet as many of you as I can in Los Baños and Dos Palos next Thursday afternoon. We're going to be out there. What else do we have going on? I want to thank everybody this last week. We went to a lot of events. Thank you for having us there, and thank you for letting us be able to speak. We will also like to invite everybody, again, to Diego Martinez for Congress on Facebook. Please go to the page, like and share it, because I need your help to promote that page. We're a little weak on followers. It just came up, but we got to get up to the 10,000 followers. So 10,000 followers. So please, if you have a second, go on Facebook, like and share Diego Martinez for Congress. Let's get going on this week's program because we have a lot going on. 5 a.m. this morning, Putin announced that they will be taking over Ukraine. They will go and attack Ukraine. Our president said, I'm sorry for the lives that we're losing. I'm sorry for what's going on, but we're going to do what we can. We're going to help the other nations and try to protect them. It's a little bit too late. We were all so worried about Donald Trump starting World War III. Now, the guy who we have in office right now, because nobody respects us, is the guy who's actually going to start this. Isn't that ironic how that happens? Everybody was pointing the finger at Donald Trump. Oh, Donald Trump's going to start World War III. Donald Trump's going to start World War III. And now Joe Biden, Ukraine's going to war. Now, I got to tell you guys this. We all about Second Amendment, right? I'm a Second Amendment person. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe that everybody should own a firearm, a legal firearm. And I think that's our right and our freedom. Ukraine. They had restrictions on firearms. Well, when they found out that Russia was going to start trying to invade them, guess what they did? They allowed their common citizens to be able to get firearms a lot simpler, a lot easier. That's why we have to protect our right here. Why did Ukraine do that? Ukraine did it so each common citizen will be able to defend themselves against the Russian invasion that's coming. That's why we have the Second Amendment in the United States, so we can protect ourselves. It's not just because bad people have guns, but it's so that we have the freedom and the right to be able to protect ourselves, and the government cannot control us. Because if you look at Cuba, what happened to Cuba? Cuba has no Second Amendment right, and what happens is a dictatorship. Look what's going on in Canada. Every country that they have trumped on their Second Amendment rights has lost their country to a dictator. That's why it's so important to fight for our Second Amendment rights here in the United States. It's also time that we actually send people to Washington that will have our best interest in mind, not other countries, okay? I just talked about Ukraine and what's going on over there. Do I feel for them? Yeah, but that's something that should have never happened. It should have never gone that far, because if other nations respect us, they respect the treaties that we have. If they believe that something's going to happen, they're going to protect the treaties that we have to not allow anything to happen. But what happened? They don't respect us. So what do? They do whatever they want. Because we have somebody in office who will not stand up for other people when he needs to. But he will send them millions and billions of dollars that American taxpayers have paid for. That has got to come to a stop. We have got to take that money and put it where it belongs. We want to help a country in need. We need to help America. Because it's about America first. It's about people who are homeless right now, people who are sick, people who are dying. Everything that we send money to other countries for, right? Education. How many of you guys see those commercials? This little kid's going to die today if you guys don't send us money. Well, the United States sends billions of dollars to Jordan, Afghanistan, everywhere else. Stop sending our money somewhere else and start sending it here to the good old US of A, where we have homeless problem, mental health problem, sick people, elderly people that are starving on Social Security because Social Security hasn't gotten a raise in decades. Yeah, in the 1970s, if you got $1,000 for Social Security, it sounded really good. But what happened? Where's that at now? What's $1,000 do for you today? Absolutely nothing. But we'll rather help and aid other countries than aid and help our own with our own tax dollars. There is a problem here. And we need to address it, and we need to be in front of it. We have got to stop and say, America first. Say it with me. America first, because that's it. We're the ones picking up the bill for everybody else, yet nobody wants to talk about us first. Nobody wants to talk about our problems. We have a huge border problem. And I'm not talking about just illegal aliens coming across our borders. I'm talking about the sex trafficking, the drugs that are coming through our borders every day that are taking more lives than COVID-19 did. COVID-19 took some lives, but it does not take as many lives as drugs and human trafficking do every year. Yet nobody ever wants to talk about it. That's one of those subjects that nobody ever wants to talk about. When we talk about border security, let's talk about the real problems. Let's talk about the drugs that are coming across our borders illegally. Let's talk about the human trafficking that's coming along illegally, along for the ride, that's killing our American people, our California people. We all watch how our elected officials want to go to Texas, want to go to the Rio Grande and look at the border problem there. What happened to San Diego? What happened to Arizona? Why is nobody caring about our borders? Drugs are huge that are coming here illegally every day from our southern borders. Human trafficking is even worse. We have to put a stop to it. We have to secure our borders. For those reasons, we have got to stop the drug inflow and the human trafficking inflow coming in here. We need people that want to be about America first. We need our legislation to come out here and want to join us and be here. Judy, I just sent you an invite. If you'd like to come on in. Everybody's welcome on these shows, by the way. If you want to be part of the show, request the join button. I will add you on. Right now, we can have 1, 2, 3. We can have about 10 people on our show at any given time. I do ask that if you come on the show, you respect the time, and we move forward to trying to get other people on here as much as we can. I'm trying to read some of the comments here, guys. Sorry. Set up. Okay, we got that. Sorry, I got different ways where I can try to read the comments here. So if I do a little goofy stuff today, please be patient a little bit, because we are going to try to read everybody's comment and get everybody involved on here. Again, so we're also going live right now on Diego Martinez for Congress on Facebook. So if you guys have that page, or if you don't have that page, do me a favor, add me on to Diego Martinez for Congress. Go there, like and share the page. Let your friends know, because we are trying to get this information out to as many places as we can. We talked about Ukraine a little bit and what's going on there. Why don't we talk about America? What's happening here? What's going on with our country? What's going on with our water situation? Why is the Central Valley, especially District 13, where I'm running at, why is it so hard up for water? What's really going on? Could it be that the government wants to dry us out, so we have to sell our properties to China? Because right now we're buying our goods from China. We're buying our food from China because we can't grow it here in the Central Valley because we don't have enough water. At one point, the Central Valley was the main supply of food for the United States of America, which kept our food costs down, because we didn't have to import it. Now, all of a sudden, our foods are going through the roof. If you guys have been to the grocery store lately, $100 barely buys you a chicken noodle soup anymore, right? And what I mean by that, if you actually went and bought all the components to make a chicken noodle soup, it's almost $100. How long does that last you? Our inflation has gone through the roof since Gavin Newsom won the recall. Our gas prices are almost at $6 a gallon. In some places, they're more than that here in California and a little bit of the rural areas. They're almost at $6.50 a gallon, looking at $7 a gallon for gas. I mean, that's crazy. We're getting overtaxed. It is not just about taxing the rich or the wealthy or the big corporations, because every time that you do that, you're passing it down to the middle class, to the lower end people. When you tax somebody, they're going to raise their prices so they can cover those taxes. And guess who suffers at the end of the day? It's all of us. So what we really need to do is work on legislation to lower taxes across the board, not just for the high class, little class, or everybody. Everybody needs a tax cut, right? Ronald Reagan said it. How do you do this? You put more jobs and you cut taxes, and our economy grows. It's not rocket science. It's been done before. It's been talked about before. Yet somehow or another, we forget this today. We forget that the simple facts of life is this: education, good jobs, good paying jobs, but doesn't mean that you lose your lower end paying jobs. It just means that there are opportunities because you're educated, or you have a career, or there's something you can do to get a better paying job and keep costs of taxation down. We're getting overtaxed here in the state of California right now. We're getting so overtaxed that most of us are trying to find a way to leave California, try to find a new place to go, instead of staying here and fighting and saying, hey, enough with the taxation. We need some representation that's going to lower our taxes, help us stay here, bring jobs back into California and into the United States. Because since Joe Biden's been in office, we have lost how many jobs to other countries? We have got to go back to America first. That's why a voice and a flip Congress will make a huge difference to the everyday person. Because if we can control Congress with a different party, we can control the outcome of a lot of these votes that are coming through, and a lot of these decisions are being made, and we can actually turn around and stop it and actually go back for America first. We have got to start thinking American first. Our education. Where has the education gone in the United States? We talk about education, we talk about school choice. You see the signs everywhere right now. What exactly is school choice? Have you guys ever asked? There's a gentleman who is a superintendent who's running for District Senate 4, and he talks about how great his district is. But he's I'm for school choice. I don't want to embarrass the man, but I want to ask him next time I see him, how many good schools are there in your district? And I'm going to wait for his answer. If he doesn't tell me every single one of his schools is a good one, and once he says that, I'm going to go, then why are you for school choice? Because school choice, and I agree with school choice. I don't want anybody to think not. But I also agree that our education system needs to be derooted from the ground up and actually made stronger. I believe that the federal cash dollars that come into California to go into education should be provided for trade schools from the middle school all the way up to high school. I believe that our children should have a trade before they can graduate high school. Not CRT training, but a trade, a real trade. That means that they know mechanics, welding, auto shop, wood shop, cooking. It doesn't matter. They need to have a trade. They need to be able to leave high school and actually be able to go and get a job somewhere. Let me ask you guys this. What does a high school diploma mean anymore? Half these kids can't even read. So what's the value of a high school diploma in today's world? What kind of job can you actually get with a high school diploma if you don't have a trade? Isn't that what high school is built for? Wasn't that what ag and trade classes and wood shop and metal shop and drama and all that, wasn't that made out so that you would have some kind of skill when you left high school to be able to actually get some kind of job? Where did that go? What's going on with that? Well, remember I say America first? Well, if we don't start taking care of America first and American education system first, that's our future. Those are our kids that are going to be the future of the country. You guys remember that law that passed, no kid left behind? No one will be left behind anymore. We started giving participation awards for kids who play sports and they lost, but we didn't want to hurt their feelings, so we gave them an award just to participate. That weakened our society. That weakened that generation of kids. Don't believe me? Look around. Have these kids right now feel entitled. Entitled to what? Why do they feel entitled? They never held a job before. They get out of high school, they want to go around the world, they want the state to support them. That comes from there. That comes from no kid left behind. You just show up to school and we're going to push you over to the next grade. Not, you didn't do very good in that class, you didn't do good in that grade, you need to stay and you need to redo it. No, that went out the window. We forgot about caring about education and actually caring that these kids actually learn something before we move them on to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, or even graduated them from high school. I'm for charter schools. I'm for alternative education. But I'm definitely about education and the root of the problems of education and teaching our kids what they need. That doesn't talk about sex education at the 3rd grade level. My son and my daughter don't need to know that it's okay to be the opposite sex and their teacher's a male or a female. I don't approve of teachers going in classroom and saying, oh, I'm a he, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves. It's either a male or a female, Mr. or Mrs. What happened to the respect to our teachers? Where did we lose all that? We lost all that when no kid got left behind. When we told the kids okay to fail, we're just going to move you forward. When we started giving participation awards for a kid to participate in a tournament that they lost. When we were younger, we got 1st place, 2nd place, or 3rd place. You didn't get anything else, you got to be out there and go practice harder and go try to get yourself better for the next time that you come here. Yeah, our society has changed that and we need to bring it back. Yeah, we need to bring back where not that no kid got left behind, but the real foundation of education, a real foundation of where our kids can actually learn something before they move forward. Not this, we're grading on a curve. No, it's very simple. You either passed or you failed. It's not about a curve. We heard about a curve, right? When we talked about COVID-19, it's a 2-week curve. We want a curve, we want a curve, we want a curve, we want a curve. And what happened? It never got curved. We're still in the middle of this. Our kids are still wearing masks to go to school. Yes, 70,000 people that could afford $5,000 tickets did not have to wear a mask at Super Bowl Sunday. But it's okay for them not to, right? But it's not okay for our kids not to go to school and wear a mask. And I said this before. If any of you guys want to change this, if any of you guys actually want to do something different for your kids, I know there's another walkout coming. Why don't we do something better? Why don't we join forces? Why don't we unite? Forget about your party lies. Tell your friends and neighbors about this. Tell the other parents at school, do not send your kids with masks to school. And if we're going to walk out, let's all walk out. Let's do a 50, 60% walkout together. But let's not go back on Tuesday or Wednesday or the next day. Why? Because that's what they're expecting you to do. If you're going to do a walkout, let's do a real walkout. Let's walk out to the law changes. Let's walk out of classes where the schools will actually get affected by money. Because I hear this all the time about money, right? We talk about schools. We talk about school choice. We talk about the money following the kids. Wake up, California. The school gets paid for your kid to go to school. Per kid. So the money kind of does follow the kid. Do you follow me? It might not be attached to little Johnny, but it is attached to little Johnny because little Johnny sits his little butt in a chair, and when he fills that little seat, the school gets paid for it. So the money does follow the kid. I don't know what's going on again. Instagram likes to shut me off. See if that works there. Can you guys hear me now? Let's see if they can hear me there. Man, Instagram does this. If not, I'm going to have to log out of there and come back in. Instagram does this to me every week. They actually shut down my volume where people can't hear me, so I got to roll out and roll back in, especially when I start talking about tough subjects that they don't want to hear about it. So I'm going to log off of there. Give me a second here, guys, as I set this back up. A lot of stuff going on there, huh? And here we go. We're reconnected with Instagram right now. Every week, Instagram does this. They actually shut me off. They shut off my volume. Don't know why. They don't like what I got to say, apparently. So we were talking a little bit about schools before somebody notified me on Instagram saying that we're don't have volumes. If we're going to do a walkout, let's do it right. If we're going to organize a walkout, let's organize it right. Let's get these kids, not 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Let's actually bend the school and the school boards and have them and demand the mask to be gone. How do you do that? You cost them money. It's not 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days. It might be the whole week, but the school board will bend. Why? Because they get paid per kid that shows up to that classroom. They get paid per kid that goes to that school. So the money does follow the kid. We just have to make sure that our kids stay out of trouble and don't go back into the classrooms. That's how we do it. That is how you actually do a real walkout to get real results. Because right now, 10% of the kids are walking out of school. Okay, well, the school already has it that during that month, they're going to lose 10% attendance. So they're not doing anything different. Their money isn't changing any. It's actually all staying pretty much the same because they already allotted for 10% of the kids not to be in school. So for us to make a difference, for parents to actually make a difference, you want the mandates to stop. Stop sending your kids to school with a mask. Start when you do a walkout. You don't just do a 1 day walkout. You do a 2, 3, 4, even a week walkout. But what you do is you get other kids involved. You got to have 50% of the kids or better get involved to do this walkout. Otherwise, it's not going to work. The walkouts don't work. Now, if you guys are joining me and you're back on Instagram, you're back on Facebook, whether you're on Diego Martinez for Governor unofficial Facebook, or whether you're on Diego Martinez for Congress Facebook, please like and share my videos and let all your friends know about it. I need more audience on Diego Martinez for Congress, so please go on there, like and share the page. The other portion of this is simple. I need donations. I need money to continue this fight. So if you could donate $5, $10, $100, please go to the link underneath and donate whatever you can. Every little bit helps. Next Wednesday, the signs get here. I'll put them together. Thursday, after our show, we will be going around and distributing signs. Yard signs are coming, Bumper stickers are coming. So if you want either a yard sign or a bumper sticker, please leave your comments underneath and join us next Thursday morning, because we will be out. After our show, we will be going from place to place, and we will be all up and down District 13 next Thursday, up and down. So if you guys are on District 13 or right at the borders of District 13 and you want a yard sign, please let us know. We order 500 yard signs. We're hoping to get rid of 500. That being said, I need your help to buy more. So please go to the link underneath. Please donate whatever you can, $5, $10, $100, $200. You can donate up to $2,900 online. So please, the more you can, the better. Help us take the fight to Washington. Help us take the fight to District 13. We're battling a very winnable and very achievable district. There's no incumbent. That's a bonus. There's a strong Democrat running, but that's okay. We're already working on all the Republicans who endorsed him before I got in the race. We're working on flipping those endorsements back to our campaign and getting our name out there. But I need your help. First of all, you can take a yard sign. If your house is visible, please put the comments down underneath here. We will be more than happy to be out there next Thursday, handing out yard signs, getting them all out, getting all the banners out. We know that there's another candidate running who's already doing this, but we're still going to do it ourselves, and we're going to go out there and we're going to go stronger. We believe we're the best candidate for the Central Valley, and we believe that we deserve to be in Washington, because California people need a real voice that's willing to listen. Yes, I'm running for District 13, but I want to be the Californian governor, congressman, excuse me, that will actually listen to everybody in every district, because that's my job. We are here to serve the California people, not just our district, but everybody entitled. So that is why I believe I'm the best choice to go. Not only that, our district is 55% Hispanics, which gives us an advantage when we're bilingual and we're able to actually go to the other side and actually help people vote in the right manner. We're a people person. We're out at the flea markets. We're out touching bases. Next Saturday, I'm going to announce this one more time because I want you guys to come out to Ripon. If you guys are in the Central Valley, come out to the Almond Festival in Ripon. Next Saturday, 10 to 2, I will be at the Veterans Affairs booth. I'll be manning the booth for 2 hours, 3 hours. Come on out. Come meet me. Come talk to me. I'll stay after 2 o'clock if we have enough turnout there. I'm going to go live when we're there. You guys are going to be able to participate. If you guys aren't there, you guys will be able to actually watch it live. But I'd rather have you guys in person so we can actually sit there and talk. You guys can meet me, can ask all the questions that you have. We're going to be with a couple Joel Campos, who's running for District 22 Assembly. Will also be out there from 2 to 6, I believe it is. So you guys come on out there, come meet us, come meet the candidates. Guys, you want to make a difference in California, start changing the way you're voting. Forget about money, forget about name recognition. Start voting for the right person who could actually win the district. How do we get name recognition? With your help. Like and share my videos, like and share my page. Tell your friends about me. That's how we grow. We're going to prove how we grow with our new page, Diego Martinez for Congress, now up on Facebook. Go on there, like it, share it, and let all your friends know about it. Our website is getting revamped right now as we speak. It was supposed to be done on Tuesday. They got some glitches. So hopefully by next week, our website will be up, and it's DiegoMartinezForCongress.com. I'm on all social media networks, so you guys can catch all my videos now or later. Please like and share all this, because we need your help to get my name out, especially in District 13, where I'm very well known. But the more people that know us, the more opportunities we have to win that seat. Tonight, we will be at the Central Committee Zoom meeting for Merced, asking for their endorsement. It is crucial that we get that endorsement at this point, because our main office, our headquarters office, is going to be in Merced. We're actually looking for the building as we speak, so we can have our campaign main office. It's going to be right outside of Merced. I have some ties in Merced. We're going to move forward, and we're going to win this campaign with your guys' help, and that's what I need. Everybody like and share my page. If you want a yard sign, road sign, bumper sticker, please leave your comments underneath. Next Thursday, we're going to go out. We're going to hand them out. We're going to go visit as many places as we can. We're going to be in Los Baños next Thursday afternoon, handing out yard signs from people that we have. I'm going to pass through Oakdale and Riverbank, and I'm going to give those people yard signs that have requested, that want to show their support in the surrounding neighborhoods of where my district is, because people from my district will come out there and they will see my sign. That's how important this is to us. 500 signs are ready to be here next Wednesday. If you would like a sign, please let us know. If you can, please donate. Links right underneath. $5, $10, $200, whatever you can do. You can donate up to $2,900. Let's get back to waking up California. Let's get back to our issues in California. I said this a million times. Both parties have failed the California people. The Democratic Party has failed us. Look at our inflation. Look at our taxes. Look at our water problems. But the other party hasn't done much else, right? Because they haven't had the numbers to be able to do anything. So let's stop voting party lines. Let's start voting best candidate. Let's start voting somebody for the people. What are the basics that we're running our campaign on? Because this is something that everybody has to understand. We're running on basics. Education. I'm for school choice, but I'm better for derooting education and actually making education better from the ground up. I'm about putting back trade schools back, not only from junior high all the way to high school, but also in our junior colleges where people will be able to actually go for free and get a trade and be able to learn something. Trade schools should be free and they should be ran by junior colleges, and you should be able to go online and be able to register for a trade, and you should be able to go to school and actually get a trade. Not everybody's meant to go to college, but everybody in California is meant to make a good living. I'm about water. We need to stop the water outrage. We need to stop dumping water in the ocean. We need better water resources here in California so our farmers, our dairymen, even the salmon people have all the right water that they need, but also our homes get the water that they need. We need to fight for our water in California. I'm about water. We also have taxation. We're getting overtaxed. We're getting taxed to death here in the state of California. Inflation has gone through the roof. Well, we need to lower taxes in the state of California across the board for every class. It doesn't matter what class you belong to, lower taxes so we can make a better living and not get taxed so hard, because right now we're getting taxed to death and we can't make a living. We're for law enforcement. I don't know how many of you guys know this. Los Angeles County is going to let 4,000 deputies go at the end of this month. Why? Because they refuse to get their vaccinations. So they're going to release 4,000 police officers from LA because they refuse to get vaccinated. That means crime's going to go through the roof. So I am about law and order. I'm not about defunding the police. I'm about funding the police, getting them the right training that they need, and giving them the resources they need so we, the California people, can feel safe. I want my district to be one of the safest. I will work with the sheriffs and the police chiefs to figure out how to get them the funding that they need to be able to make our streets safer, because we should feel safe in our homes and when we go outside. I'm for your gun rights. I'm pro Second Amendment. I believe that every law-abiding citizen should be able to own a legal firearm. I'm about constitutional carry. Can we get that passed when we're in Congress? We don't know. Will we try? Of course we will. We're going to try to do what we can where it's best for our state of California. Just had the pleasure of meeting the sheriff from Arizona. You guys know him. He was on 60 Days In. You guys saw my pictures with him. And we were talking about constitutional carry, how Arizona's crime rate actually dropped once Arizona's crime rate actually dropped when Arizona went to a constitutional carry. Why? Because criminals are less likely to go do damage when they know somebody else might be armed and might take care of that problem. Constitutional carries are right. It's our Second Amendment, and we should stand by it. So I'm pro Second Amendment. I'm pro-life. I believe that we need pro-life people. I believe that we also need to refix the adoption agencies and the foster care agencies to make sure that these kids that go on these systems are better taken care of. We need to have federal laws and regulations that allow us to be able to monitor what happens when these kids go into foster care or through the adoption processes. Need to be made simpler so that we can help all these kids out. I believe that freedom is our number one virtue and that we're losing it every day. I believe in America first. I believe in our state and our country. I believe that we need to stop dumping money into other countries, start dumping it right back here to help the homeless, mental health, drug addiction. We need to help America first before we start helping other countries. We need to keep American money back in America. We need to build America stronger. We need to build where you're proud to say this is American made. I'm wearing American made products. We need to bring jobs back to America. the XL pipeline. We need to reopen the XL pipeline and get those people back to work. We need to stop depending on other countries and giving our money to other countries when California and the United States could be self-sustained with our own product. That's everything that we're losing right now with the administration that we have. This is everything that we're losing right now with the people we have in Congress, with the people we have in Assembly, with the people we have Senate. This is what we're losing right now. So I'm going to ask everybody a question here. If you do a bad job at work, do you get a promotion? No, you're lucky you don't get fired, right? So let me ask you this. Why are we giving assemblymen a promotion or an opportunity to go to Congress when we can see how our state is? And yes, their vote does count, whether they're an absentee voter or whether they're voting. It's a vote and it needs to be heard. But when an assemblyman will not go vote on the real hard issues or will vote the other way because he knows the other party is going to win, that doesn't make him a great assemblyman. That just makes somebody who's trying to keep a job, who wants to do whatever it takes because they don't want to stand on their own value. It's time that we take the Republican value, the conservative values into Washington, and we stand to our guns and we stand to our rights. Stop promoting people who have done a bad job. Stop promoting legislators who have done a bad job. Start promoting the right people. Start hiring the right people to do the job. And if they don't do the right job, it's simple. Vote them out the next election cycle. But stop giving assemblymen a job for Congress when they did a lousy job as an assemblyman. My name is Diego Martinez, and I am a candidate for Congress on District 13. I need your help. Anything you can donate, hit the link underneath. Please donate $5, $10, or $100. We need the money to take this fight to our district and to Washington. I appreciate everybody joining me on Waking Up California every Thursday morning. I ask you to like and share my programs, and I will see you guys next week again here, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, because we get watched on everywhere. Leave your comments. Say anything you want to talk about. We're facing some of the toughest times in this country right now. Biden canceled the pipeline first and lost good paying jobs. So now Biden Newsom announced plans to establish. We're facing a tough, difficult time right now. We're losing our country. We're losing our voice. And we're losing our freedom. Everything the founding fathers came here to do, we're losing every day. We're losing our ability to live free. We're losing our livelihood to other countries. We're buying our goods from other countries. They're dripping our farmers out of work so that we have to buy our goods from another country. It's time we take our country back. Energy, we talked about PG&E, how your bill has gone up since January to now. If you flip your back of your PG&E bills, that's the distribution. That's what they charge you from the corner of the street where the power pole is to your house. $200, $300 for distribution. So your bill's $400 or $500 a month. Now you're also having to pay taxes on fire insurance for PG&E to have. So why is it that it became the California people's responsibility to pay for the damage and neglect of PG&E? Why are we having to pay for their neglect? That's happening. Why aren't we looking at hydro? Why aren't we looking at nuclear? Why aren't we looking at biofuel? Why are we just looking at green? Because hydro is technically green. Yet nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody even wants to say, oh, it's a green product. Why are we not demanding more from our elected officials? Why aren't we demanding better resources to be able to actually live better at a lower cost? Yet we're letting inflation come. We want to talk about minimum wage, but every time minimum wage goes up, so is inflation. It even makes it harder. I remember making $4.25 an hour, but I also remember my rent being $400 a month. Now what? Now our rent's what? You can't rent out an average house in California for under $1,200. You can't get a 3-bedroom house for under $1,800. And if you live anywhere in the peninsula, you're $3,000 a month. If you're making $15 an hour, you don't even make $3,000. I like that rental application. Have you guys seen a rental application lately? You have to make 3 times the rent. Well, the rent's $3,000, so I got to make 9. Well, if I made $9,000 a month, why am I renting? Maybe that needs to get changed. 3 times your wages. So if the house is $1,800, you're almost at $9,000 again, right? You're at $6,000. Well, that might be flexible, but after you take out taxes and everything else, all you're doing is paying your rent. Where do we allow our society to get so bad? Where do we allow our society to grow so fast that we can't even make a living? Our legislation, our leadership. They are taxing us to death. And every day a new tax comes out for something different. They are trying to make you get insurance on your firearms if you have them at home because they want to hold you responsible, whether you own it or not. They made it illegal for your wife or your husband, if the gun's registered under somebody else's name, for that person to even have it at the house or be accessible to it to defend themselves if something happened in your own house. It's called government overreach. And that's what we got to stop. We have got to go for the people because it's we the people. Right? Now we the government is we the people. Yeah, the government's telling we the people, all of us, what to do. We have problems here. We need to solve them. And we need to get in front of it now. When else? People say, when's a good time? The time is now. There is no better time. Times aren't going to get better. How many of your friends have left California because they couldn't afford to live here? But they had enough. They couldn't fight anymore. They left. Do I look bad at them? No. The only thing that makes me mad is when I see them having such a great life, making a lot less money and spending a lot less money to make a better living than what we're doing here. California is the best state in the world. It's the most beautiful state. From one end of it to the other. We have every season in California. Sunshine, snow, rain. We have it all. California is by far the prettiest state in the United States. Yeah. It's the worst ran state of any state. And we the people have allowed it. So we the people need to stand up and fight for our beautiful state. We need to fight for our freedoms and we need to fight for our rights. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to fight for the people, with the people. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys next week here on Waking Up California with Diego Martinez. Don't forget, this Saturday, if you guys are in the Ripon area, come on out. Come on out to Ripon, the Almond Festival. Come meet me. I'll be there from 10 to 2. Veterans Affair, 10. Next Thursday, I will have signs. The signs get here on Wednesday. I will put them all together. We will be out in your neighborhoods next Thursday after our show, delivering signs, bumper stickers, or anything else you guys need. Leave your comments underneath if you would like a sign, if you would like a bumper sticker. If not, make sure you tune in next Thursday so that I can get your address and your directions of where you're at, what time you're going to be home, so we can go out there and put out our signs at your houses or places of business or any roadways where it could be visible. Thank you guys again for joining me. Don't forget to go and like and share my page, Diego Martinez for Congress. On Facebook, Diego for Cali 2022, on Instagram, Twitter, and all the other social medias. My webpage will be up next week, and I will gladly see you guys next week, and thank you for joining me.